Hey everybody, it's Anaconda Squeeze here, and we're just hanging out right now in the tavern in the Smuggler's Cove mod on the first level there if you remember. If you guys don't remember at all, I will include a description or a link in the description down below to the original video for the Smuggler's Cove as well as the links to Smuggler's Cove and towards the DreamWeaver mod in general. So we're going to be checking out some stuff today here. We're going to be looking at all the boss fights. I'm also going to show you guys the updates that were done to the token exchange here and the prizes and kind of weapons that come with these boss fights. So if we go in this token exchange, you'll see that there's a lot more stuff to be bought. I have already bought a few things, so it is a little bit missing. First thing is this ring in the jewelry thing I want to talk about. This is a ring that prevents falling damage. It does not take up your ring slot, so you can definitely use this thing. We are going to buy this thing just because it's going to help me so I don't put my boots on anymore. It's actually a really nice addition to the mod. They kind of put it in there as a way to like, that way you can jump off the top rung of the Smuggler's Cove and not worry about damage on the bottom. But going down here in miscellaneous, you'll see you can still do the whole gold exchange. But you'll notice there's a lot more things you can buy. Some schematics you can buy, which we are going to have to get here. There's also a couple of books, and you want to get those books because those are very important. We're going to look in here. Let's go to my items. I'll show you which books you want. So this one is the first one you want, the Reforged Smithing Perk book. Like that is probably the most important one because you are going to have to get that in order to reforge these items. Because each of these boxes, or each of the bosses that are in here, are going to drop some pieces. They have a chance to drop some pieces of weapons, and we can craft those weapons. But we need that book, and we also need the Iron Smithing Perk book. So we're going to get this one here. We're going to learn that right away. We're going to come down here. We're going to learn this one right away, and then we're going to start looking at some of this stuff here. So you can buy the keys to fight the bosses from the token exchange. I already have. I've already gone in here just to kind of test these out. I've got a little bit more privileges than you guys do, checking this out. So we're gonna have a peek at what's going on here, and we're gonna look at what's going on. First one I think we're gonna look at is, where is it here? The Ancient Gargoyle. We're just gonna do each one individually here, and then we're gonna kind of have a second. We're gonna take a peek. I'll show you guys what's going on with each one. Come on, loading screen. Let's get in here. So the first one is the Ancient Gargoyle. Really, really cool. Nothing too crazy, but they all do have retextured skins and stuff. You see he's got that red stuff on his hands there. He does do quite a bit of damage. Like these are not ones to be messing around with. I do have all my god armor on. We are going to get our god weapons out. I have done all of these with the normal like ebony katanas and stuff like that, and they do damage, but like it is definitely an OP item here. Like these are not, you know, like this is doing nothing to him right now. He could not care less. So we are going to get our god stuff out here just to kind of pound through everything without you guys having to worry too much. And without this video taking 6 years, let's get him dealt with here. And I'll show you guys kind of what to do. So if you search him right now, you'll see he's empty. There is a chance for them to have some stuff on them, but the big thing you want is through this door here. We're going to go through here. There's a bunch of gold down this side you can take, but what you want in these chests. So going in the chest, you'll see that we have there's potions and gold and some armor and stuff like that. Skipping over to this side here. Going inside this one, you'll see broken sword handle there. Perfect. And we also get a broken steel battle axe handle. So these are things you want to start getting, and this is what's going to help us kind of craft those boss weapons. So we're going to take all those, look in here just to make sure there's nothing else we need. We're going to make extreme steaking, nothing too crazy. And then you're going to walk off this side, and you're going to go back to the Griffin Tail Inn. So you're going to do this to each one of the bosses. That was the first one there. Heading over this side, make sure before you do any of this, you do not fight with these brawlers here because you cannot access the token exchange while in combat. Let's check out the Flame Atronach sister. I never have any idea how to pronounce that. Is it Atronach? 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 So as you see here, she is just a super tank. Like, look how cool she looks here. She's gonna stop like firing me for a second. Like, she is a beast. She looks super cool. I'm really impressed with these skins. They're really well done. We're gonna dispatch her here right away if we can. Hey lady, you just like die already? We need to shoot you? We might have to shoot her. How are we gonna get you gone? There we go. Perfect. She's gone here. Don't forget she is going to explode like an idiot. I forgot. Let's get inside here. She should just have our arrow. And then again, we're gonna leave out here and we're gonna check out these lovely prize pools to see what else we can get. So there are a few things you can get in here that are really, really interesting. Just normal stuff, like stuff you can sell. The biggest thing here is it's gonna be stuff you can sell. This is the one I want to show you, the dented iron shield. So this one is an extra one of the little items we can have. Wow, we have a lot here. Look at all these little pieces. So we can make the mace, the battle axe, the great sword. We can also make this iron shield. So we're gonna take all these stuff here. all these stuff. Good English squeeze. Great job. And we're going to head back out here and see what the next boss is. I like the H&H because she is like a very nice retexture. Like she's on fire, it's all wood, it looks super cool, like she looks badass. Heading over here, we're going to do the Deadly Toxicity Chorus, which I think is one of the most fun ones. It has a fun texture, it shoots a bunch of stuff, it's really fast, it is just kind of insane to play with. Like look, he's got like that weird green, but he just messes you right up. So having a peek here, we're just going to kind of take a quick peek, shoot him really quickly, he does poison you. Let's get that arrow out of there, and let's head back through the prize gate. Let's see if we get any more. So you might have to do these more than once. From what I've found so far is once you've done once, you do have to kind of leave, wait at least a day, and then you can kind of go through and take on these things again, which is not a bad addition. Like I don't want these things to be too OP where you just come in, crush everything, and you are going to want duplicates of stuff. So don't worry if you're only getting like sword blades. From what I've found right now, it's very balanced. Let's head out the lightning Saber Cat. But from what I'm seeing right now, it's very balanced. You do tend to get a lot of extra things. Oh, he is right in. So this one is my favorite one. Look at this cool texture. You'll notice that it's got the double color eyes. It's got a really weird texture on it, which is super awesome. We are going to zap it here, and it's got that lightning attack. This is my favorite of the bosses by far. It is really, really cool. It's got that, like, I wish these were in the game, like, running around. Like, I think that'd be super cool if we could find a way for that, where they just spawn kind of naturally. Maybe if they're not so OP, but if they just spawn naturally kind of running around the world, that would be awesome. Like, just having them kind of kicking around where, like, it's an extra thing. Because my big thing for Skyrim is you're running around, you're finding a bunch of stuff, and like every now and then a dragon comes and wrecks your whole day, which like it's cool, it's awesome. But as you start getting more into the game, like Bethesda did a really good job. They put extra dragons in. There's different kinds now. Once you get through some of the DLCs, you get a little bit extra stuff like with vampires and gargoyles and things like that, which is nice. But I think having these things kind of spawning around the world kind of randomly would be awesome as well, especially that lightning saber cat. He is so cool. So going in the last boss here with the Broken Forge Master. This one's kind of a cool addition here. It's kind of like a broken down Dwemer like artifact that just kind of they've gotten a hold of. And again, this is kind of it ties in with all the lore, where like we have that boat that always has the cages on it, and this is what it's been bringing. It's been bringing things for you guys to fight in this arena. So we'll dispatch him here. But like I said before, like if you get doubles, do not be worried. Like you want the doubles, and I will show you guys why you want these doubles here once we start actually crafting. Let's get inside and let's see if we get anything extra on those. So those are the first 5 bosses. They have hinted they might be adding more. There are a few extra slots on the board, so we could potentially see more people, and I hope we do. Like they are really cool. Again, we did go through this a little bit faster, and I do apologize for that. But like we want to get these through, we want to get them done, and I want to show you guys how to get all this stuff crafted really, really easily. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna head out of here. Head out. Can you tell we're from Canada? Head out, and I'm going to show you guys how to craft up those weapons that we just saw. So once you're satisfied with how many things you've had there, you can come over to the smithy and dye shop on the 2nd level of Smuggler's Cove. You're going to come over here to this Master Crafter's Anvil, and we're going to use that. And this is where we're going to craft all of these weapons here. So you want to go down to Iron. Once you've read both those books, both the Iron and the Reforged Item Smithy, you'll be able to access these. Go all the way down to the bottom and you'll start seeing these things here. So as you can see, to get the reforged iron mace, we need the handle and the head. For the shield, we just need one of the dented shields. For the iron sword, we need the handle as well as the blade. And for the iron war axe, we need both the axe handle and the axe head. So what we're going to do is we're going to craft up a couple of these here. So we get one of each for the first part here. And then as you can see going down here, you can kind of change it. We can do either the bleeding slash, the axe defender, or sorry, the defender or the light build. And what those do is it kind of does varying damage. So by reducing the weight of the weapon, the moving speed is improved by 25%, in addition to power attacks costing 25% less stamina. So that's pretty cool there on those ones, especially if you get 2 of these, you can kind of whip them around. The defender here is the blocking with Reforged Weapon is a 50% effective and is 25% less stagger, which is awesome for us as well. And then you have the extra bonus over here of doing the attacks with Reforged Weapons cause 3 points of bleeding damage for 3 seconds. So that's a really useful thing that we've got. We're going to craft up a few of these things here as well. just kind of unlock, and that's for each of the three. Once it gets down to the shield, you can kind of see it's a little bit different. Reduces the weight, it makes our speed is less. Bashing does double damage, and then with the shield, you reduce all damage by 10%. So this is like really handy stuff, and it makes it really useful to get these things. Something cool that we can do is we take these over here, and we can head over to our wheel. You have over here, yeah. Let's get our grindstone out. Go through our weapons, and you'll kind of see in the Reforged section that we can do some stuff to them. Heading down here, you can see it's just going to take iron, and we can get these things kind of done up extra on top of all that, which I think is super cool. Here we have that the Reforged Steel Battle Axe that I had from something a little bit extra. We're going to forget about that for 2 seconds. So just pretend you didn't see that. But we're going to do the War Axe here. We're going to craft a few of these things up and just see what we can do for it. Oh, we're not good enough yet. No, silly squeeze. You never are. Never ever. Not even if there's a fire. The good thing is you can sell these things, and they do work pretty well for selling. Like, I'm pretty happy with selling. But no, they are quite handy. You can craft multiple ones. We're going to get some of the shields going here just so you guys can see that as well. But they're actually very, very nice to use, and I'm really kind of impressed with the way they went. Like, it's definitely a different thing, and I'm really glad that they went that way. But it's an extra little addition to add something fun to our game, and it's something that isn't too OP. Doesn't make your game like crazy, but it does have a little bit of customization with your stuff here, which is something I also really appreciate. And you can make multiple ones. You can kind of test out how each one's going to do, and plus you're going to build up on your crafting and smithy skill as well. So definitely try these out, guys. Build as much stuff as you want. Kind of experiment and see which way you want to go with each of these things. I have been having a lot of fun with the Iron War Axes. They've just been really enjoyable, and especially just doing, like, let's say you have one of the Defender or one of, like, you can kind of mix and match and kind of see where you want to go with those things. So I'm going to leave you guys here. I'll put the links down below for both of the mods we had to use to get this thing here today. I'll also put a link down below to the main mod overview that I did, just in case you want to kind of have a little bit extra in case you missed it the first time and just kind of see what this mod's all about. It is a bit longer of a video, but it is worth the wait if you haven't seen it already. It's very well done. I want to give a shout out to Treehawk, to Mika Ghost, and to Cyan49. They did a great job with this mod, and the updates that they continue to do, like they are updating all the time, are fantastic, and I'm loving them. And I am very much behind. This was supposed to come out ages ago, so I'm sorry for the delay, guys, but I'm sorry. We've apologized. There's no more excuses. We're all good. I'm back on top of things. If you enjoyed the video, guys, don't forget to like down below. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. And I have to find a new outro, so that's going to be fun. But I'm no longer allowed to swear because all my videos keep being demonetized because I keep swearing in my outro and nowhere else. So I'm not sure what we're going to do until then. But until next time, guys, my name is Anaconda Squeeze. I'll see you all later.